Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Guys, I'm so excited. I have been suffering from a migraine for like 3 days and I finally, thank the Lord, have some relief and I'm just so excited. So first things first, I wanted to sit down, film for you guys. I'm really excited. I'm wearing this like nice black like light sweater kind of deal. So I really wanted to do like a smoked out liner look, something simple. My son's got football practice this evening, so I just wanted to kind of do a little thing for that. Straighten my hair and kind of did a little updo with my scrunchie, of course. So I'm just loving everything about it. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope everything's going great for you. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday. I'm super excited. Hope you guys all have the weekend off. I know a lot of people don't have the weekend off. That kind of sucks. But anyways, so, yeah, let's dive on in, guys. I just went to Dollar General just a little bit ago, and I stocked up on my favorite lashes. These are the lashes I mentioned in my last video. And, I mean, can we just take a minute just to appreciate these things? They're gorgeous. They're very dramatic, but you can still see the eye look. You know what I mean? It doesn't block anything, but it gives you that voluminous look to your eyes, and I'm in love with them. And they're like $4. I mean, so I stocked up and got a few pairs. And you can get, 4 or 5 uses out of them, depending on, if you're gentle with them and if they're got the eyeshadow caked on them and that kind of thing. Which I did, speaking of which, saw a video about how you could clean them, and I really want to test that on my channel. I think that'd be really cool. I want to test it on a pair of lashes that I don't exactly love, because if it ruins it, I'll be devastated. But anyways, guys, that's what I got going on. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, as you already know. So let's dive on into this look. So I haven't done nothing, like bare face, like I said. So let's dive on in. I'm gonna need some elf eye tapes, which I have some open. And oh, I didn't even get a brow pencil. I forgot I used my last bit of my brow pencil. That's alright. I'm just gonna use one of the ones I have in here, I guess. Improvise. I want something a little darker because my pomade's dark. I got this one from CoverGirl. Actually, I think this one will go good. It's not my favorite formula, but it is a fine tip, so I guess we'll work with that. And it's got a nice spoolie on the bottom, so that's not terrible. So, and another brow product that I really, really like is Maybelline New York's Total Temptation. I don't know if you guys have been watching my channel from the get-go, but when I first started, this was everything for me, like everything. But it's so thick that, like, when I do my brows now, I'm like, I think it's a little much. But, I mean, I think I could probably work with it. I like the formula on this a little bit better. You know what? Yeah, let's use this one instead. Just kidding, CoverGirl. Just kidding. Anyway, so, yeah, let's do our brows first. And this has the cutest little spoolie. It's like round, short, and fat, and adorable. Yeah. And then pop this end off here. And this, that's that swatch right there. Looks super nice. Don't pay attention to that bottom one. So, I keep knocking everything over. Like, girl, get your life together, you know? But anyways, so we're just gonna try to make sure you guys can see. My son come home, and my boys are getting to that age to where they're not real huggy, lovey. I mean, my 10-year-old is, but my 13-year-old, he's like, too cool for you, Mom, But my 10-year-old come up, and he hugged me and loved on me. I'm like, ooh, boo. Super adorable. Yeah, I love the formula on this. So creamy. Not like pomade creamy, but like super easy to work with. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter was calling me. Anyways, so, like I was saying, I really like this pencil. It's so nice to use a product that you haven't used in a long time. Because, like, that Real Hard Brow Pencil, like, replaced this for me. Comment down below on like your favorite brow pencil, because I'm really wanting to try something new. So I'd love to know what your guys' favorites are, so that I know what to try. I've been wanting to try the Joa brow pencil. I've heard good things about that one. Guys, I've seen, last night I was on YouTube. I feel like that's my life these days, YouTube. But anyways, I was on YouTube and I was watching certain YouTubers do the one dip challenge, and I was telling my husband, like, I would die. Like, seriously, like, I was watching Juicy Jazz's video, and like, she did the second eye of her eyeshadow and she ran out, and I'm like, like, devastating. Like, I would die. Like, seriously. I know that's a little dramatic, but like, not even kidding. Like, how do you only dip once in eyeshadow? You know what I mean? I'm heavy-handed too. I mean, just like her. So it's like, I'm like always constantly dipping. That's probably why my brushes are like extremely dirty. Like, they look like I ain't cleaned them in years, but really I clean them, you know, often. Not as often as I should, but often. But you know. So I'm going to leave this out because I don't want to clean up until after I put my pomade in. Speaking of pomade, you know it's my fave, LA Girl, or LA Colors. I need to try out a new one, really. So, once again, guys, if you're feeling generous, let me know your favorite brow pomade. Because I love this one, but I like to try different ones, too, you know. Like, I like to try different products. Like, cause like, I wasn't even expecting this one to work, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I wasn't even expecting this to be my favorite. And then when it was, I was like, you know. Then we're gonna go in with that Luxie brow brush. I just got it in BoxyCharm, and lucky loving it. Excuse my tummy, guys. I'm like starving. Like, I'm making fajitas for dinner in my Instapot right now. And speaking of which, if you don't have one, you gotta go get one. Because I'm telling you, I made a roast for the family last weekend, and it was the best. Like, the potatoes in there was so buttery, and like the meat was like falling apart, butter, and like my kids were eating it up, vegetables and all. Like, I'm talking celery. Yeah. So I'm like, man, I told my husband, I said, I think it's the pressure cooker part. Like, I think it keeps all the moisture in. Aeroplane. You'd think I live up by an airport. Anyways, guys, really good pomade. You already know that brow looks a little bit crazy. We're about to clean it up. But this brow always looks so good. You guys already know. Like, already know. Gonna clean this up, but really, I need to wash it. I've been working on trying to wash my brushes once a week, but God, I'm so busy. Like, seriously. So we're gonna go back into this, and I'm gonna take my glasses off for this portion. Just to kind of clean up and help my concealer out a little bit, because obviously I see now my tail's like gone. Not loving that. Okay, put the tail back in there, huh? There we go. Not as sharp as I would like it to be, but maybe the concealer will fix that. Yeah, that's much better. I feel like You know what? We're gonna go back in. I know, am I ever gonna get done with these brows? We're gonna go back and I'm gonna add just a little bit of an arch on this brow. Because I feel like, see what I'm saying? I feel like it needs it because this one has a nice little arch. That one has like the cutest little arch. And then concealer will finish that. I just want to kind of help it out a little bit. You gotta be careful. That pomade's so creamy, it hasn't had time to set. You know what I'm saying? You can always go back in and kind of help that out a little bit, but I feel like it really needed it. But I feel like this brow is so much thicker than that one. Brows are a hot mess today, but fraternal twins, not identical. I feel like my brows are never identical. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, we're gonna use a different concealer for our brows. Okay guys, I know it sounds a little bit extra, but I really liked, I don't know if you guys watched my last video. If you did, thank you so much. But the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealer I really like for the face, but I don't really like it for the brows. So I'm gonna jump into the Benefit Bow-Wing concealer. I really like this. And I'm also gonna use this to set, or not to set, but to prime my eyelids. I'm gonna zoom you in. And I just kind of, we can drag this down, around, over, yada, yada, yada. This don't really set. And another thing I love about this concealer is the doe foot is like super flexible, which is so nice. And I'm in the shade number 3, BTW. We're going to grab a nice sharp angled brush. Something like this will be fine. This is from Morphe. It doesn't have a name or anything, but soup's nice. Kind of get my hair out of the way. I straightened it. I hope it don't rain. I feel like every time I straighten my hair, it rains. We're just gonna kind of bring this concealer up a little bit. And this concealer is a little bit on the thinner side, and I do like a thicker concealer for the brows. But I do like this for the brows, if that makes sense. Like, this is the best one that I have on hand for the brows, I feel like. Besides my, the e.l.f. one that I use all the time. I try and switch it up, guys, because I feel like who wants to see the same thing over and over and over? Not me. I feel like I don't know my concealer brush because it's clean. You know what I mean? I know that sounds like gross, but I freaking swear. Now I'm dragging this down into my lid just to set, and I'm really tapping. Just tapping that concealer in just to highlight that brow bone. Just so we know. And I do drag this up right in front of my brows. And this, I know it looks crazy right now, but it'll blend out into the foundation so good. And I'm kind of got a little extra because on this one I kind of put more on the bottom than the top because I had to overcorrect it a little bit from where I made it too thick on the bottom. Because like what I had on the top was perfect, but the bottom was a little much. We're dragging, like I said before, same concept. Guys, I'm like so jealous of my son. He gets to go to Myrtle Beach for Thanksgiving, and I'm like, oh, you lucky duck. And if you erase your tail, you can always go back in. But yeah, like super nice. Super nice. And I always try and put my my brushes back where they go. But like you see, like look at that. Perfect. And I know that's pretty bright. And then if like we get some concealer in our brows, we can just take our spoolie and just kind of flake it. And it kind of blends. Or you can go back in with some brow pomade, but I would only do a tiny bit because that stuff sets and it's so thick. It's so thick. Okay. Anyways, so we're moving on. Let's go in with the face. I should have done face before I did this because I'm probably gonna mix it with my concealer. I already know. So let's go in with this QMS Tinted Day Cream. Do 2 pumps. If you're me, that's what I do. It's really great at smoothing everything out, blurring everything before your foundation. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter's being super extra. She needs her mama. So, anyway, so I finished with the QMS Day Cream. Like, see that lovely glow it gives you? It's like a glow within. It's super nice. And then I also jumped into my primer, which is the Benefit Professional. I've been trying to use this a little bit more to see how I really like it. And I'm actually liking it more than I thought I did. Upon, initial application, I was like, I don't really like this a lot. But you know what? I really do like it. It's got a silky, smooth texture. It's not greasy. It doesn't break me out. And it, as far as, when it comes to the foundation, I don't know yet. We're about to find out. So, I want to keep using this to find out. So, let's go ahead and add our elf eye tapes. And what I like to do is I like to take this one elf eye tape and I like to cut it in half. Get double use out of one product. It's always super nice. Cut it right about the middle of the E. Cut that E right in half. I like to let my skincare soak for about 15-20 minutes, up to half an hour to be honest, if I can give it that much time. Key with this is to make sure they're even. Do the very best you can, because we're really just gonna smoke this out. I was gonna add some liquid liner, but I thought, you know what, no. We're gonna do some gel liner. Sorry guys, I had to scooch up. Oh, by the way, also still loving that iconic London Plumbing lip gloss. Super nice. Okay, so now next thing on the list, we are going to go in. Actually, before I go in with that liner and stuff, we're gonna go in. I'm gonna use the ColourPop Black Widow palette. I love this palette. It's so sultry and it's just neutral and it's really super nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go in. I'm gonna go in with Covert, which is this pretty like darkish brownish color, and I'm just going to kind of put that on my crease just to give me something. The only thing I don't like about this palette is it doesn't have a mirror. I feel like every palette should have a mirror. I don't feel like it costs that much to put one in, but maybe that's just me. And I just want to add just the lightest bit of color to this, just to give me something. Although I feel like with this concealer down, like I feel like I should have put a basic shade on top to set it, because I feel like that was just making it look a little patchy. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. Like, that's not my favorite. Has a little note to self. But I feel like if you blend it out, it works. But I would definitely recommend putting a base color down to set that concealer so that your shadows blend flawlessly. This is definitely not a flawless application, but it's definitely something you can work with, in my opinion. Just buffing this color on the same way on the other eye. Circular motions all in the crease, a little above the crease. I like to kind of stretch my brow out a little bit just so I can get that beautiful application. Yeah, and just like that, just a nice light wash of color. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the LA Girl gel liner. I really like this for putting in the waterline and tight lining with as well. Just in case you were wondering. Now what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna take, this doesn't have to be super precise. So I'm gonna take the brow liner brush, which is like a definer brush, but it's slanted, which I think will be perfect to get the corners and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna kind of coat my brush with that, and I'm just gonna create the wing. So I'm saying, just kind of, and you could really do this, I feel like, with the whole look and not smoke it out. I feel like some liners, almost like a smudge a little bit, but I feel like this one's a good one. And with this brush, you can turn it on its side like that and get your corner. So I'm trying to even this out like that, right? So then what we're going to do, I'm not just going to smoke it out just by itself. We're going to dip in to the shade Undercover, which is a super matte black. I mean, it's gorgeous. And I'm dipping into a Morphe brush. Don't have a name on it. It's the same collection as that other one that I used. And just a very little bit, guys. This stuff is great. Tap off the excess. And I'm just kind of smudging this. I really want like a dark, smoky, sexy, sultry look. Speaking of sexy, guys, my anniversary is coming up. I'm super excited. Me and my husband always, praise the good Lord, find a way to celebrate in a beautiful way. And just like that. Just ever so slightly smoked, but you can still see that line. And I'll take whatever's left and kind of put it lightly on the inner or the outer corner of that crease, just to kind of give me a little something. I love a brush like this for stuff like that. I mean, how gorgeous. Alright, let's go ahead and do the other eye. Okay guys, so I'm loving the way that turned out. I smoked the second eye and I did it a little deeper than the first, so I had to go back in other words, and re-smoke it, add a little bit more black. But I mean, this is almost like a foolproof look. Like, you do one eye, then you do another eye, and it's too much, and you can go back and do the other one. I mean, you know what I mean? Super nice. So yeah, that's the look, and I think it's so beautiful. And once we add the lashes, guys, you are going to be in love. So, put my brushes up real quick. So, for lashes, oh, let's take our tapes off, huh? It's like the dramatic reveal. Look at that. And by the way, you can do this with liner or with just straight up, what you call it, eyeshadow as well. Which, how adorable is that? So lashes, guys, as you already know, one of my favorites. If I drop one more thing, I might go ballistic. This is like my favorite. These are just everything. And you're gonna see just what this lash brings to the table. I mean, for $4, you can't beat it. Okay. So let me pop one off. I'm hoping that this sticks pretty good because I got liner down, but I got a lot of shadow too. So I'm like, and guys, I swear, I just bought two new, what you call it, tweezers. Can't find them nowhere. It's a hot mess. Of course, I'm just gonna lay it. But I mean, look at that. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Okay, so let's pop these on. Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. Say that 5 times fast. I'm gonna pop that on. Just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, that way that can get kind of tacky. I've tried doing putting the glue on the lash band thing, and it just don't work out for me. I feel like they fall and pop off halfway through the day, and I'm just not up for it. I gotta have something that's gonna last all day, you know? Something that I'm not gonna have to worry about. That's what I need. And with this method, I feel like it's foolproof. I mean, you're gonna have to scrub to get them off for a little bit. But, you know, prices we must pay. I'm gonna grab, I did find my other tweezers, guys, so how nice. There's actually my, my cup for my, brushes. I told my husband, he said, you're a hot mess. I'm like, oh, I know. So, honey, you ain't gotta tell me nothing. They look so good, and how freaking flawless, right? Oh, God, I love these. I mean, seriously, I swear. High-end, cheap as heck. Kiss lashes beat them all, I swear. Give it. Like, I feel like that is everything. Okay, we're gonna let them, there's, that glue dry before I, rip my lash off my eyeball. And we're gonna jump into our skin. And I'm gonna clear this place off before I make a mess, but guys, look at that. I mean, minus the glue, but I mean, I feel like these lashes are everything. Like when I wear them, I get so many compliments. Of course, we're gonna tight line and stuff like that here in a little bit, but I wanna make sure the glue is absolutely 110% dry. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I feel like I'm just a hot mess today, guys. Like, seriously. Okay, so next thing, I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so I'm still loving the Too Faced Born This Way, and I'm a natural beige. I'm actually going... My hands are so dirty, guys, from all the black, from our look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brush. And I'm going to take 2 pumps on the back of my clean hand. Actually, I'm going to do 3 because I feel like you lose some product in the back of your hand. I'm just going to... 2 pumps might have been a little extra, but I do really touch up the back of my... I really do touch up my neck, like, really good. Okay, so let's try that. And I'm using the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. I feel like it's my favorite. Like, super dampened. If you dampen it and you let it set while you do the rest of your stuff, I feel like it dries too fast. I learned that the hard way. Learn from me. Yeah, like, I feel like I look at everything. My eye look is so nice and natural, but it's elegant at the same time. I'm loving it. And I got a really bright lip, guys, to go with it that I think is perfect. Who doesn't love a beautiful red lip with like a black liner look? Like liner, lashes, red lip. Perfect. I feel like it's everything. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm trying not to block you out with this mirror. And I try not to do too much product in between my brows because I feel like that's my most cakey area. Like, I swear guys, one of these days I'm gonna get contacts so I can really see what I have going on. But like, that's cute. I'm gonna go ahead and use whatever I have left, like, on my face. Do I really absolutely have to have that? No, because I'm gonna add concealer and stuff, and I have a fly that wants to say hi to you guys. Okay, they get it, go. But anyways, like, I feel like and I'm gonna have to add a little bit extra concealer to my blemishes, but I think that those 2 colors can really handle that. So, speaking of concealer, we're gonna head in with that, and like I said, I'm going to... And it reminds me of that photo focus. Like, super bad. But I'm not mad about it. Well, I guess I better add a little bit extra. Superly not mad about it. And I'm not gonna cream contour today. I think I'm just going to bronze. I didn't fully cover it up, but I did okay. At least it covered the redness of it. It didn't cover the full blemish. But I feel like I feel like it's hard unless you want to pay $50 to find a concealer that's gonna absolutely get rid of the entire blemish. You know what I mean? I feel like that's so nice. I really do like this concealer, guys. Like, I think it's nice. It's comfortable. It's not drying. I feel like it tightens my skin a little bit, but not like suction cup tight. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's alright. And I feel like the combo is so nice. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to set Ciate London Everyday Vacay Powder. Like, guys, I don't have much left. I really want to try a new setting powder. Once again, if you're feeling friendly, comment down below your favorite under the eye powder. Favorite powder to set your concealer. Whatever. Try not to use too much powder. The most powder I use, I would say, is underneath my eyes and my nose. I really go heavy on my nose just because I have those nose pieces. You know what I mean? So, I do go heavy there, but it gives me such a flawless finish. It's super nice. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to set the rest of our face. And I have been loving the Fit Me pressed powder. It gives you an extra layer of coverage, which is always a plus. And it kind of blurs everything, which really goes great with this Too Faced. Guys, remind me not to use that soap that I used to clean my brushes last time, because it's like that Caress foaming one. And, oh God, it smells like an old lady. Has that really strong gray moss smell. And I'm going to add a little extra to my nose, like I just said. I feel like that's just, oh my God. And then what I've been loving to do for blush is the sun-kissed look, as I like to call it. It's like my favorite. Let's dip into the Becca's Chloe and Malika Best Friends Forever palette. I'm going to dip into the bronzer and the highlighter shades and mix them. Seems to be my favorite. We're just going to put this wherever you want your bronzer at. Put it on my cheekbones. I feel like this look is everything, guys. Put a little bit in my temple. I like to disconnect from the cheek to the temple. I think it's so nice. And I haven't been contouring my nose at all, guys, because I'm like, kind of, what's the point, you know? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take my stippling brush from Alamar Cosmetics, and I'm going to go into this mauve color right here. So beautiful. Take my glasses off so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm going a little heavy-handed, and I'm going literally from temple to temple. And I'm definitely getting that nose, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose. Everything. Yeah, I would definitely fail at this one dip challenge, like seriously. But if you guys want to see me do this one dip challenge, let me know down below. I'll definitely try it for you. You already know. But it'll definitely be a laugh fest, I feel like. So, I mean, you see that? Just like that natural, just gorgeous, just been in the sun a little bit, kissed by the Lord look. I just love it. Oh. Okay, so now we're going to go in with highlight, and I'm just going to use this palette for everything. So we're going to go in with this highlight that we used, or that we shared with the bronzer. Just to kind of, and this is such a natural highlight. It's like, goes with everything that we have going on, I feel like. And I do want to build that up just a touch. Okay. So now that we have that, we're done there. We're going to go ahead and spray the face. So another thing I'm on the hunt for is setting powder. Or setting spray. I gotta get some new stuff, guys. But I'm still using that dual phase It's great before makeup, during makeup, after makeup, if you're feeling dry in between, you know, while you're doing your eyes or whatever, to set your makeup, you know, to prep your skin for your makeup, whatever. It's so nice. Okay, so let's wipe this away and let's do our lips really quick, and then we'll finish our eyes and we'll be done. Before I do that, I'm going to take my sponge. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm looking a little bit cakey in between my brows. Like I said, that's my cakey spot. But it's probably all those powders from where I wanted to make sure my nose pieces didn't affect. That looks better. Okay, so like I said, I really wanted to do, those glosses can be really sticky. Anyways, so I'm really wanting to do a red lip just with this look. I think it would be super nice. So I'm going to line with Wet n Wild's these are pretty much just they're perfect pout gel lip liners, which I really like. These are super smooth. And look at that. Oh. And you can fill in with this and then just top it with a gloss. That's great too. Excuse my son's show in the background. So now that we have that lined, excuse my face as well. I made the funniest faces. So then we're gonna go in with one of my favorite red lips. This is so creamy, so comfortable, and I love the packaging. Like, it's everything. Freaking for real. It's adorable. I get glitter everywhere, but I mean, and even the outside is glittery, but it doesn't go on that way. And it's perfect. Like, it matches the lip liner so good. I think that's perfect, and it's so bright. I mean, it's like everything. So there's that. I love it. Okay, so let's finish up our lower lash line. Okay, so let's step back in to this beautiful palette right here. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna do something super basic, and we're just gonna smoke this right along there. That's gonna go in there. I'm just gonna go in with this BMX Smudger brush. Like, how nice is that? Like, I think that's everything. So nice, guys. And then just to highlight everything, for our inner corner, or for our brow bone, we're gonna go in with that. Because I feel like I need kind of like a white just to cut it just to cut everything. If that makes any sense. You see what I'm saying? I think that's beautiful. just like that. Like, I think that's super nice. And you can even take, it's like a dual-ended brush from There's the Colors. I got one of their mini palettes. Super nice. You can take it just like that. I think that's really nice. And then actually we're going to use that same brush and for our inner corner highlight. You know what? We're going to take this Infiltrate, which is like a dark gray. I don't think I've actually ever used this shade, but I think it'll go good with our dark and smoky look that we have going on. Yeah, I mean, that looks nice. I mean, it's not as bright. I usually do a bright one, but hey, it looks good. I like it. Something different. Best thing about makeup is you can switch it up. So for the lower lash, or for the waterline, we're going to go in with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liners in the shade Exit, which is the white, which is my favorite. And I feel like as dark as we got this, I feel like you could really use a little brightness, you know? And I mean, yeah, a brown would look good, but my eyes, they're watery, so brown just don't hold for me. But if it does for you, I mean, that'd be another great option. And then let's finish off with some Lily Lashes Triple X Mascara. I love this for natural lashes, to blend them with your falsies, whatever. It's wonderful all around. I don't always make sure you guys can see, but sometimes the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Super nice. Like, how perfect, guys, is that? Like, I'm loving living. It's everything. Clean my glasses off. How nice. Guys, it's perfect. So I think that's everything for the look. I'm really excited, really happy with it. And I mean, guys, you can achieve a beautiful look with, you know, just a little bit of makeup. You don't have to be very expensive. It don't have to be, you know, 15 different palettes. It don't have to be anything fancy. Just you and whatever you love. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Lord knows I did. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.